Hi there, this is Christine Collins with Transform Create, and today's sort of reflection, technique, tip, whatever you want to call it, it is centered around titles. So we all have a variety of different titles that we carry around with us throughout our lives. So some examples may be mother, wife, in my case, stepmother, daughter, daughter-in-law, employee, business owner. You may have some of your own that may be related to your family or to your career, or to a variety of other types of relationships, patient, client, professional, expert, whatever the case may be for the titles that you carry. Each of us has meanings that we have attached to those titles. So for example, when we think of the word wife or mother or daughter, we may have specific beliefs around what that title means. So for some person, it might be wife means cleaning the house. For someone else, wife may mean managing all the finances. So it's not the same definition for any two people. We all kind of carry our own separate meanings for those titles. But sometimes what happens is, we sort of get caught up in life. We're pretty busy most of the time, right? And we don't have, a ton of time to just sit around and kind of reflect on what do we want that title to mean for us. So we tend to just sort of adopt the existing meaning that is sort of a shared cultural meaning for this is what mothers do, this is what wives do, this is what employees do. And we don't necessarily have a lot of time or perhaps even the capacity to really think through and process what we want it to mean for us. And so we sort of just go along with these shared cultural meanings for our titles and adopt and accept them as our own, whether or not they are truly in line with our own values. And so my encouragement to you would be to take just a few minutes. This doesn't have to be a time-consuming exercise, and just kind of list out some of your titles that you carry around with you, perhaps, focusing in on some of the most significant ones for you. And next to that title, just briefly write down what you associate with that title. So being mother means I do this. Being employee means I do this. Being a business owner means I do this. And then kind of question it a little bit. Is this pretty much in line with my values? If so, okay, fantastic. But if it isn't, and if you feel like you are, by adopting this meaning, are you in some way compromising some aspect of yourself, some value of your own? You have the opportunity, now that you're aware of it, you have that opportunity to change what that title means. So, you know what? I don't really like blank, or it's not a matter of necessarily just not liking something, because we all have to do some things that we don't necessarily love doing. But if it goes against your core value and something that is really inherent and intrinsic to who you are, you have the opportunity now to rewrite the meaning for that title, and not ever forgetting that while we may bear many different titles and many different roles in our various relationships and circumstances throughout our lives, that's not necessarily who we truly are. There's a name for ourselves that goes way deeper than wife, mother, employee, spouse, partner, business owner, whatever the case is. So I'm just, here to kind of give you that friendly reminder that you can use language to shift and change the things that don't feel good. That's one of my jobs as a neuro-linguistic practitioner, is to encourage you to be thinking through words and what those words mean to you, and to play with them, to shift them, to transform them, to create them in a way that feels satisfying to your life experience.